everywhere you look, TikTok, red carpets, campus rallies, city squares, the same demand echoes. Ceasefire now. No context, no nuance, just slogans. Shalom, I'm Igal, your host, and this is Middle East in less than 5 minutes. Today's topic is the world's obsession with ceasefire and Jonathan Glazer's Oscar speech that turned moral blindness into performance art. The empty slogan. Ceasefire now. It sounds noble, right? Who doesn't want peace? But what they're demanding isn't peace, it's surrender. Because the people chanting it conveniently forget what started this war. They erase October 7, the massacre of 1,200 people, the burning of babies, the rape of women, the mutilation of bodies, the kidnapping of 240 hostages. They talk about occupation, ignoring the simple fact that Israel withdrew from Gaza in 2005. Not occupied, not colonized, left entirely to Palestinian rule. And what did Hamas do with that gift of self-rule? They built terror tunnels instead of schools. They stockpiled rockets instead of medicine. They turned hospitals into bunkers and kindergartens into launch pads. But sure, let's blame Israel for defending itself. The genocide chorus. Now we are told Israel is committing genocide. Really? 21% of Israel's citizens are Arab Muslims with full rights. Arab judges, Arab doctors, Arab Knesset members, Arab generals. One Arab Muslim Supreme Court judge even sentenced an Israeli prime minister to prison. That's not genocide or apartheid. That's democracy. And the world's favorite legal body, the International Court of Justice, already ruled Israel is not committing genocide. So if Israel wanted to exterminate Gaza, there'd be no humanitarian corridors, no evacuation routes, no leaflets, no phone warnings. There'd just be carpet bombings. But that's not what's happening. The truth? Hamas rejected every ceasefire deal offered. They violated the last one by firing rockets during the truce and trying to kidnap more Israelis. And yet, the world yells ceasefire now at Israel, not at Hamas. The Oscar moment. And then came the Oscars. Jonathan Glazer, director of The Zone of Interest, stood on stage, eyes down, mumbling from a card. We stand here as men who refute their Jewishness and the Holocaust being hijacked by an occupation. Well, let's unpack that disaster. First, dehumanization. He says his film shows where dehumanization leads. But he completely misses that Jews have been the target of dehumanization for 2,000 years. Long before there was in Israel, long before Gaza, long before the word occupation. Second, he refutes his Jewishness. Jonathan, the Nazis didn't care if you refuted anything. They killed Jews who didn't even know they were Jewish. They killed people whose grandparents were Jewish. Refusing your identity doesn't make you virtuous, it makes you naive. Third, he links the Holocaust to the occupation. That's either historical ignorance or moral cowardice. The state of Israel wasn't born from the Holocaust, it was reborn despite it. And Gaza, 98% of it, hasn't been occupied for nearly 2 decades. Finally, the moral equivalence. Glazer compared the victims of Hamas massacre, the burned families, the murdered teenagers, the raped women, to the victims of Israel wars against Hamas, a terror organization that hides behind civilians. That's not empathy, it's moral collapse. The courage to speak truth. Thankfully, not everyone stayed silent. Danny Cohen, the executive producer of Glazer's own film, spoke up. I fundamentally disagree with Jonathan. The continuation of this war is the responsibility of Hamas, a genocidal terrorist organization. The loss of life is tragic, but Hamas is to blame. That's courage. Not applause lines, not social media virtue, just truth. The real meaning of ceasefire. So let's clear it up. There will be a ceasefire the moment Hamas stops firing, the moment they free the hostages, the moment they stop hiding behind their own people. Until then, ceasefire now isn't a call for peace. It's a call for Israel to lay down its defense and die quietly. And to those who cheer Jonathan Glazer's words, you are not standing for human rights. You are standing for selective outrage. This isn't Hollywood. This is real life. And in real life, moral clarity matters more than applause. I'm Igal, your host, and this is Middle East in less than 5 minutes. If you're tired of empty slogans drowning out truth, share this episode, because silence helps the liars and clarity helps the innocent. Until next time, Shalom.